Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
Vaheguru Sahib Jio. Guru Guru Gur Kar Man Mor, Guru Bina Main Nahi Hor. Gur ki tek raho din raat, जाकी कोई न मिटे दात. गुर परमेश्वर एको जान, जो तिस पावै सो परवान. गुर चरनी जाका मन लागै, दुख दर्द भौ ताका भागै. गुर की सेवा पाए मान, गुर ऊपर सदा कुर्बान. गुर का दर्शन देख निहाल, गुर के सेवक की पूरन काल. गुर के सेवक को दुख न व्यापै, गुर का सेवक दह दिस जापै. गुर की महिमा कथन न जाए, पार ब्रह्म गुर रहया समाए. कहो नानक जाके पूरे भाग, गुर चरनी ताका मन लाग. कहो नानक जाके पूरे भाग, गुर चरनी ताका मन लाग. गुरु पैसा संग जी आओ रब की फतेह बुलाओ जी. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So we're going to carry on with the Rehraas Sahib Katha, and what we got to 4 weeks ago was the Maharaj says in the fourth pada of So Purakh. So Purakh has got 5 padiyan. We got to the beginning of the first one. The Maharaj says, Teri Pagat Pandal ji, Pare Beyant Beyanta, Tere Pagat Salahan Tuji, Har Anek Anek Ananta. Here we talked about Maharaj mentions that basically when this word Anek, when this repetition comes up again and again in this body, in So Purakh, the Maharaj is talking about that Vaheguru, the straightforward arth, which is what is given, but also that there's 3 different tenses being talked about. The Maharaj in the past, the present, and the future, and with my mind, my body, and my words. Man bach karam. In karam here you can mean the body. So my mind, my words, and my body are sacrificed to you, Maharaj, in this way. And Maharaj says that, Vaheguru, devotion to you is like a big treasure, and many people are full of it, whether in the past, the present, the future, or whether in their mind, their body, or with their words. People are full of bhakti for you. And then they say, Maharaj, your servants, Tere Pagat, they praise you. Tere Pagat Salahan Tujji. Har Anek Anek Ananta. Infinite many ways your servants praise you, they worship you, in the past, present and future, with their mind, their words and their actions, their body. And Maharaj, you are worthy of worship, and your Bhagats praise you because you're worthy of worship. So you're worthy of the praise that we're giving you. So Maharaj says, Teri anek kare har puja ji, tap tap hai jap hai beanta. Maharaj says, oh Vaheguru, Teri anek kare har puja ji. Maharaj, so many people do your puja. What does puja mean here? Worship. They do your puja, they perform an action to please you. On Maharaj Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Gur meri puja, Gur Gobind. So he's saying, I do worship my Guru. Some people start saying, oh no, we don't worship our Guru. No, Maharaj says, Gur meri puja, Gur Gobind. I do worship my Guru. People serve you, Maharaj, they do your puja, tap tape jape beanta. Here, the question comes up, is there a correct way to worship God? Because everybody seems to think they've got the right way. Maharaj says, Japji Sahib, Kiv kar aakhan, kiv salahi, kyo varni, kiv jana, Nanak aakhan sab ko aakhe, ek du ek siyana. Maharaj said, देखो, किवे मैं तानू आखां, मतलब तानू नाम जपां. Kiv salahi, kive मैं तारी पूजा करां. Salah means to praise or to say puja. So how do I say your name? How do I jap your name? How do I worship you? Maharaj says, everybody says, I know better than everybody else. They all say, ki ik du ik siyana, I know better than the other person how to praise you. Maharaj said, actually, that Vadda Sahib, he's a great, Vaddi Nai, Kita Jaka Hove. Actually, he's in control. And then the Maharaj says, if anybody thinks they know the way to worship God, then when they leave this world into the next world, they won't be beautiful there. Utthe kalank lag gaya. Kalank means like a mark. Imagine you had a nice white bug, and when you walked in, you just, as you walked in, you just got some dirt on it. Right big mark across here. So now you've got a kalank on you. And every time we tell someone that I know better than you how to worship God, then we're putting more and more marks on our white bug. And pretty soon it's going to look so dirty. Agge gehana so hai. You won't be beautiful there. They'll say, look, have you seen your shape? Have you seen your state? Yeah? Because every time we point fingers, we're getting 3 more stains back on our own face. So here, Maharaj is saying that people have worshipped you in the past, present and future. They do chant you. They chant your name. Jap jap tap tap hai, tap tap hai, jap hai beyanta. Tap tap. Tap is a form of ritual, like something that you might say that they do something in order to praise you. Tap tap hai, jap hai beyanta. Maharaj is saying that they've done this infinitely. They've done tap and they've done jap. Jap means to chant, and tap means to perform an action to please God. So obviously, we do need jap and tap. What kind of jap and tap do we need? Maharaj says, in Saram Khand, they describe this in the 38th body by saying, Pau Khalla Agan Tap Tau. So here we do need some kind of tap, because they're saying that what you need is a fire of fear. And when that fire of fear, you're going to burn this Agni of Tap Tau. Tap here means worship. The English translation at the moment might be a bit confusing, but just imagine this, you've got bellows, right, and you want the bellows to burn the fire. And the bellows are made out of fear, Pau, Kalla. And then Tapatao, this is that not how it says there in your body, but there's 2 types of tap in Sikhi, which is Bhakti. Naam Japana and Bhakti Karni. These 2 things are what we need. That Tapatao. Tapatapan, that you take likhya. These are all things that mean that you're worshipping God. And many times we think, we don't need to do tap sanjam and Sikhi, but there is a kind of tap that we do need. Because Guru Maharaj says just now in Rehraas Sahib, they say, Jap tap sanjam dharam na kamaya, seva sadhana janya haraya. और कोई सवेरे उठ के वाहिगुरु जप रहे हैं और जप हो गया, वही कोई सुता पिया वो जागना नहीं चाहता, फिर अपने शरीर को कहता है नहीं उठना है, उठो स्नान करो नाम जपो, वो तप बन गया. People say don't do ritual. Some people say just do it when you want to, it's okay, you don't have to force yourself. But tap is a kind of like a discipline that you go through to please somebody else, but not to please yourself. So what tap is for us is to stick to our rehat in a sanjam. Japa tapa sanjam. Sanjam means a routine. Like you have medicine in a routine, right? Bhai Gurdas says, Puchat hai baid khad aukhat na sanjam sa, kaise mite rog sukh sahaj samai hai. He says you go and ask a doctor and he gives you medicine, but you don't eat it in the discipline is meant to be eaten in. So how will you get better? But there is a way and a time and a place for what we are supposed to do, and for us there is some kind of sanjam. Maharaj has given us some kind of sanjam, and to stick to that sanjam is our tap. Rehat rakhni. Maharaj says na, that you want to make me happy, I'll tell you what makes me happy. Rehat pyari mujhko, Sikh pyara na hai. So the rehat is our tap. And the jap that we do within the rehat, that's our jap. Let's say it, when you're jumping Waheguru, the fact that you've had the ishnan and you're sitting on your bed cross-legged ready to jump or wherever you are, ready to say Waheguru, that's your tap done. The time you spend, that's your tap. But the time that you actually spent jumping, where you focus, that's your jap. So there's the fact that you're there, some of the work is being done. The fact that you're going to stay there for 20 minutes reading Jap, some of the work is being done by the fact that you're there. But the fact that your mind is concentrating on the Japji Sahib, that's your jap as well. Both need to be there. You can't just say, I'll lie in my bed and do Japji Sahib. You know, some people think, no, I'll just wake up, lie in my bed and do Japji Sahib. That's going to be harder, isn't it? Because what's going to be dragging you? There's this big monster, yeah, the duvet, the pillow monster, yeah, the sleep monster. He'll grab hold of you and say, come to me, and just pull you straight into the and you'll be asleep again. So the fact that you got up out your bed, you washed your face, brushed your teeth, had ishnan, then you started to do your part. You've done some of the stuff that needs to be done in order for the prayer to take place properly. Okay, na? So there are some rituals that we need to do, and they actually help you. So Maharaj says that with the fear that will help you to keep that tap going. What is a fear? Oh Maharaj, if I break my red. Maharaj, if I don't do it today. The Guru Sikh is scared. What if I don't do my Japji Sahib? Guru Sahib will say, well, why didn't you do your Japji Sahib? You had the chance, you could have woken up. Why was that 20 minutes of sleep so important for you, and that fact that you listened to me was not that important for you? So we need a little bit of fear. And Maharaj says, Tere anek pade bahut simrit sastra ji, kar kirya khat karam karanta. Maharaj says, for you, tere anek pade. They read, what do they read? Simrit sastra ji. Here, these are anek, loads of simritis and shastras. Shastras and simritis are the Hindu texts. We say Hindu texts, but they belong to anybody in India. You can go and read them. So simritis and shastras, and the simritis tended to be books that people who were pagats, somebody who was a saint, had given an exposition on something. So they'd taken some texts and they'd given them their own meditations. And the shastras tend to be more like science books. So you got science books and you got meditations upon that science, how you can apply it. So you need both things really. You need someone to tell you like the rules and also meditations upon the rules. So many people read the Jivans of saints, and those saints and their bachans, they end up becoming like the simritis for us. The shastras can be maybe the Rehatnama or even the Bani itself. So expositions. So here Maharaj says that there's so many people that do this, and they say Khat Karam Karanta. Kar Kirya Khat Karam Karanta. What is Kirya? Kirya means like some kind of action, some kind of ritual. So again, there are some rituals that are Parvan in Sikhi. ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਹਿ ਲੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣਾ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਪਕਰਮਾ ਕਰਨੀ, ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣਾ, ਫਿਰ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣਾ, ਇਹ ਵੀ ਕਿਰਿਆ ਬਣ ਗਈ। ਬਾਹਰ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਥ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਜਾਂ ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਣਾ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਰਿਆ ਬਣ ਗਈ। There is a ritual that is being done. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੱਚਾ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਹੈ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। When we come in here, we touch the Nishan Sahib, we come here, we touch the floor at the front, we go around Guru Granth Sahib Ji. The child looks at this and goes, I don't know what's going on, but I better follow. I'll give you an example. ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ? ਉੱਥੇ ਬੈਂਗਲੌਰ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਦੋ ਹਿੰਦੂ ਭਰਾ ਭੈਣ ਅੰਦਰ ਆਏ, ਤਿੰਨ ਸੀਗੇ, ਅੰਦਰ ਆਏ, ਮੱਥਾ ਟੇਕਿਆ, ਪਿੱਛੇ ਗਏ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਚੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ, ਚੌਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚੁੱਕ ਕੇ ਇੰਝ ਹੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਹਿਲਾਤਾ ਤੇ ਵਾਪਸ ਹਲਕਤਾ। ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਰਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। These two Hindu, 3 or 4 Hindus that come into Matha Tek, the Gurdwara in Bangalore, they went on the back, they picked up the Chor Sahib, they just shaked it a little bit and put it back down again. So I was also in the Gurdwara, Matha Tek, I went round, picked up the Chor Sahib, and then I went and I did Chor Sahib Seva of Guru Maharaj. Now they clicked in their head, what was the Chor Sahib for? Then they came back around and they did the same thing again, because they wanted to make sure they did the right thing as well. So they had a bit of fear, they wanted to do the ritual properly. But here, maybe now, someone is explaining to them what's underneath the Rumali. What is it that we're Matha taking to? Because I can tell you now, I spoke to so many people in India, Matha take to Guru Granth Sahib Ji. There's so many people in Gurdwara that are not Sikhs that go into Gurdwara, Matha take, and then they go and have langar and prasad, but they haven't got a clue what's going on in the Gurdwara. It's not being explained to them. So, yes, we need to explain to the children, but we still need to do the kriya as well, not just leave it. So here, there's many types of rituals. Now, in the old Indian text, the 6 types of rituals, the khat means 6, khat karam karanta, what are these rituals? There was sandhya. Sandhya means evening time part. That was traditional time that people would get together and meet, like we're meeting now in the evening. This was a time for people to leave their work behind, come together and pray. Sandhya da Divan. Then Ishnan, to have Ishnan in the morning. Japa karna, to meditate. Home, to do sacrifice. And Atit, this means to worship our guests, offer hospitality. And last one was Dev Archa, which is to worship the gods. Devani Puja karni. So if you think about that in a way, we can do that as well. Some of these things we can do because Guru Sahib is our Dev. Gurudev Mata, Gurudev Pita, Gurudev Swami Parameswara. We can worship our Guru. And we do worship, we do seva of guests as well. There's also 6 other ones that were done. One was to study or teach, study and teach, do yag and teach others to do yag. Yag means sacrifice, normally done by fire. Then there was to give dan and take dan. So 3 things, but they were done like you do it and you teach others to. So you would teach, study and teach, do yag and get others to do yag, and then give dan and take dan. Now what is the Sikhi way? The 6 scholars have come together and they wrote down the 6 things that the Sikhs must do. Jirapa karne hai 6 kam. Khat karam karanta. What are these is Ved Abhyas. To do research and of Bani, the knowledge of Guru Sahib, to understand that knowledge and do Abhyas of that knowledge. Then Tap. Tap here, like I said to you, means sticking to our Rehat and doing it even if you don't feel like it. Then Gyan, to go into Gyan, that's Atma Gyan. By meditation, it's okay to study the books, but we also need to meditate upon them and get some Atma Gyan, some spiritual wisdom about what the spirituality is. Then Indrijit. Indrijit is to win over our senses. Now obviously, the main one here is lust, which comes with our physical senses, touch, and also with our eyes. So controlling our indriya. And then ahimsa, to not hurt something unnecessarily. Obviously we have been given the hukum, Kitan jiyo tehko jug mein mukte har chit mein jud bichare. The blessed is a person in this jug, in this world, who says Vaheguru with their mouth, but is thinking about battle. But ahimsa here is the idea that unless we need to hurt something, we should try to cause as little pain to the world as possible. Aajkal ki ho raha hai, Sikhs are living, they're sleeping. They're not aware of the actions of what they're buying. They're not aware of what is being happening in the world in terms of the milk production system, in terms of the meat production system, in terms of the vegetable production system. We're consuming, but we're consuming like people who are sleeping. We're not interested in finding out where the system is. Is it exploitative? Our clothes, all these things, where they're coming from. So this is not the way. Ahimsa means to take control, to not cause pain to the world. And then last one is Guru Seva, to serve the Guru. So these are the things that we should do. Maharaj says, not just now, Maharaj, in the past, in the present, and the future, many people will do these 6 things. And Maharaj, not just that, many people will do this with their mind, their words, and their body. And Guru Maharaj, you are worthy of people reading the Gyan about you. For us, the Guru's Gyan, the books of the Mahapurukhs, the Bachans of the Mahapurukhs, these are the things that we need to be reading. And Maharaj says that many people, because you're worthy of finding out about, because you're worthy of spending time studying, then many people will do these things for you, Maharaj. They will do these 6 rituals, they will do these, read your books because you are worthy of it. आजकल की हो रहा है, तुसी आप देख सकते हैं कि वो परख मार सकते हैं कि वो किन्ने के नौजवान गुरबानी पढ़ सकते हैं कि इन्ने सिख गुरुद्वारे आंदे मत्था टेकदे ने पर कदे भी उन्होंने रुमाल नहीं चुके थल्ले गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी ने देखा नहीं कोई बानी पढ़ने की कोशिश भी नहीं की. So many of our Sikhs never even read Guru Granth Sahib Ji. They never even understand what they are reading. There's 100,000 children in Punjab, I'm sure, that recite the Mool Mantra every day. But they don't know what it means. What's happening here is we're not explaining to them the Gyan. Because they're not reading the Tikas, they're not reading. Many Sikhs in their life have never even read one translation of Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Not even Guru Granth Sahib Ji, let's just start with Japji Sahib. They never even read one Tika of Japji Sahib. So there's many expositions that we can read. They are mostly in Punjabi, but that's not a hard one. We can try to listen to Professor Sahib Singh has written one. There's the Faridkot Tika. There's the Amir Pandar. There's many Tike. Most of the Taksas, most of the Gyanis out there have done one. Let's just read one. Koshish kariye to read Bani and understand what it means. And here, I wouldn't recommend reading Osho's book in English. Osho was not a Sikh. Osho didn't worship Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj as Shabad Guru. He believed in a physical Guru. And most of the Sikhs nowadays read Osho's book, The True Name. But o koi vidwan nahi siga Sikhana. So you're reading his book, but he's just telling you his own mat, added with a bit of Gurbani. Not Gurbani, with his own mat taken out. So कोशिश करा करो जिवें गुरु गोबिंद सिंह ने हुक्म दिता हैगा 52 हुक्म विच एक ये हुक्म आंदा है कि सिख ने की करना है कि गुरबानी दा अर्थ सीखना है बस सिख विद्वान पासों. A Sikh is supposed to learn the अर्थ of Gurbani from Sikh scholars, not from other random people that might decide to pick up a text in English or translate in English Guru Granth Sahib Ji and decide they can tell what Guru Nanak Ji was saying. Yeah? Learn it from Sikh scholars. So Maharaj says, then they finish off this fourth body of Purakh and they say, Se Pagat Pale Jan Nanak Ji Jo Pav Hai Mere Har Pagvanta. Maharaj says, those people are Pale. Pale means good. So many people are good in the world. Maharaj says, but the real people who are good, Jan Nanak Ji. Nanak as a servant bows his head to Waheguru. Maharaj puts his head down and says, Maharaj, oh Waheguru, those people are good. Se Pagat Pale, Jan Nanak Ji. Who are they? Jo Pave Mere Har Pagvanta. Hon sasan ji ek hi ho raha hai. Ithe Maharaj keh rahe ne, bhai jehde log ek karam bhi karde ne, khat karam. Jehde log baani bhi padde ne, ek cheez yaad kar lo, जिन्हें महाराज ने खुश करता वही चंगा है. जिन्हें इन्हीं बानी पढ़ के गुरु साहब ने खुश नहीं किया फिर की फायदा है. The thing is to make Waheguru happy. So here we can't say the person who is good is a person who reads. Even though 6 things I mentioned again to you before, the person does all those things, but then one thing they might be lacking, the love. Guru Gobind Sahib was very clear, Maharaj, people look at Guru Gobind Singh, they get a bit scared. Their Maharaj was, picked up Kirpan, they were fighting. But read their Bani. If you want to know what Guru Gobind Singh Ji thought, read their Bani. And Guru Maharaj is even more soft. Maharaj says such beautiful Bani, but they say something very interesting in Topasa Svai. They say, Sach koho sun leho sabay, jine prem kiyo te nahi prabh payo. They say only those who love will get Waheguru. And Maharaj tells us so many times, you want to make him happy, it's with your love. Gobind pao pagadda pukha, Bhai Gurdas Ji writes. So our love for him makes him happy. And the things that we do for him in order to make him happy. Somebody comes here, puts down atta, comes, does seva, but they're doing it to show off. And I've told you a story before, I mention it again, ki people do ardas, they get their name in the ardas, not to make Maharaj happy, to make the world happy. Guru Maharaj is telling us who is good. In the court of Waheguru, which is being ticked off, the person who does it to make Waheguru happy. Jehda ithe aaya, bahut sare paise paid kar dete, sirf समाज को दिखाने वास्ते कि मैं बहुत दान देता है, ओदा की होएगा? That's gone waste, isn't it? Maharaj says that doesn't work. Homme vich seva na hovei ta man birtha jaye. The person who does give so much money in order to make the world happy, not to make Guru Sahib happy, that person, Maharaj says, is just serving their own ego. They're looking at homme, and therefore homme vich seva na hovei ta man birtha jaye. That mind, that desire they had to do something goes to waste. So सासंग जी इत्थे की है कि जे सिख ने कुछ करना है ना ते बानी पढ़ के विचार करके कुछ करे, नहीं तो फिर हो सकता कि वो नफल जावे. We can waste our time here because we don't bother studying what Maharaj is telling us, or we can learn something and then we can actually make it suffer, useful. So Maharaj is telling us the only person who is good, the only Bhagat who is good is the one who has made Waheguru happy. And this is the same thing that Guru Nanak Ji Maharaj is saying in Japji Sahib. Maharaj says, Je jug chare arja, hor dasu ni hoye, nava khanda vich janiye, naal chale sab koye, changa nao rakhai kya, jas kirat jagle, je tis nadar na ave, ta vaat na puchhe ke. Say, you know what, you can live as long as you want, you can make so many people proud, happy with you, whole world is following you, but if you don't earn his kirpa, you ever made him happy, ta vaat na puchhe ke. No one will ask about you. Teri gal kisne puchni nahi. Faida nahi hona. People ask about you if they like you. Maharaj said, utte teri baat nahi puchni teri kisi di. Why? So here, the thing is to make Waheguru happy. And many people have made you happy, Waheguru, in the past, present, and in the future. They will continue to do so. Maharaj, they will make you happy with their thoughts. They make you happy with their words. They make you happy with the actions that they do. And Maharaj, they will make you happy because you are worthy of being made happy. Dekho, Maharaj says you will spend your life trying to make people, the world happy. We want to make our family happy with us. Menu do pra mile uthe Mumbai. Amritsar mein jane sige. But kende ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਭਰਾ ਉਹ ਸਿੰਧੀ ਭਰਾ ਸੀਗੇ. And ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਨੇ. There was two brothers I met in Mumbai. They want to take Amrit, but the family is dead against it because they're from Sindhi family. They say we don't do this, we don't take Amrit, we just look, we just keep money, we're stage tari as they say. We go to Gurdwara, we read Bani, we do all that, but we don't take Amrit in our family. Now see, living out here, we just use the Punjabis. The Sindhi community don't really get you, we're not used to them. But there's loads of people in India who love Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. They have loads of people that follow them. They just don't know the rest of it. They stop at Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. They might read Sukhmani Sahib as well. They might read other Bani, but they don't really click and understand that all the Gurus are one big light. So our job is to teach them with love. Not to push them away, say, tusi ye kar de, o kar de, yo maade, Sikh nahi hege. Teach them with love. What is Sikhi really about? And here these two, after watching our channel for last year or so, they want now to take Amrit. But now, it's the family that's holding them back. So now they have to work out how to please Waheguru, how to please Guru, because Maharaj says, Rehat pyari mujhko, Sikh pyara nahi. They love the Rehat. And what's the first Rehat? Maharaj says, Pritham Rehat ye jaan, khande ki pahul shake. The first thing they want to see is the Sikh to give his head to the Guru. You want to play this game of love, it starts by giving your head. It doesn't start by giving your head when you're old and rickety and you can hardly walk and you think, I might as well take Amrit now. Oni Hundi. You want to play the game, start by playing the game from the beginning with the way that it's meant to be played, by giving your head. So Maharaj is saying these things, but the problem is the family is holding them back, and then many of our families might be holding us back. If it's not our family, it might be our own ego. It might be our concern about the world. What are we concerned about? Maharaj says, who is good in this world? Jo paave mere har Bhagavanta. Only person who will be good is the one who pleases Waheguru. Those that try to please the world, they will not be seen as good. Because that world will go anyway. Maharaj says, Kis naal kiche dosti, sab jag chalanhar. Who should I make friends with? Maharaj says. Swal hai. Who should I make friends with? Everybody's going to leave anyway. Kale aisi, kale jawange. Even if your family loves you, on your deathbed, you're about to die. Imagine, I'll give you a little example. It's your deathbed, you're about to die. Huh? Family's with you. They say, please don't go. Please don't go. Ask them then at that day, come with me. They won't want to go with you. It's your turn to go. They'll say, no, I'll rather stay, thanks, you go. Samajh? So why don't you please the one who's going to stay with you? Guru mere sang sada hai nale. If you offer them the chance to die there and then, they'll say, no. You go, it's alright. I'll stay here. I don't really love you that much. Give me a honey mar jawa. Very few will leke hi ke honge. Chale kahenge chalo theek hai, I'll come with you. No. Rest of we say, na tu ja fir. Apan ithe hi theek hai. Make sure you leave your will behind with my name on it. Huh? So Sasani ji, maaf karna, this is the way of the world. Yahi tarika hai. Maharaj keh rahe ne ki please Waheguru, spend your time pleasing him. Fir agli pankti, Maharaj, the next fifth body of this of So Purakh will be the one that we then go after that into the next body. So Maharaj finished off So Purakh with this last 4 lines. They say, Waheguru, who are you? Who are you really? Tu aad Purakh aparampar karta ji, tud jevad avar na koi, tu jug jug eko sada sada tu eko ji, tu nehchal karta soi, tu de ape pave soi varte ji, तू आपे करहे सो होई, तुदे आपे सृज सब पाए जी, तुदे आपे सृज सब गोई, जन नानक गुण गावे करते के जी, जो सबसे का जानोई. Maharaj starts off and say, तू आद पुरख अपरंपर करता जी, तू जेवड़ अवरना कोई. They say, Vaheguru, you are Ad Purakh. Ad ki athe sasagi, Ad any, that at the beginning of time. Ad is before the beginning of time. Always for us, Jug Ad is the beginning of time, and Ad is before time even started, meaning the primal, the one. Big Bang started from singularity. The one that created that singularity is the one. Tu Ad Purakh. You're the primal being, aparampar. Now aparampar de do arth nikalde hain. What does that mean? Because firstly, there is a parampar. Parampar means ode par kar lena. So aparampar means somebody who can't go cross over the whole of you. You are infinite. No one can cross over all part of you. So you are aparampar. But also, the word upper comes from the idea that you are paraya, you're beyond. So here, your form is separate from the world. What is created, you are not part of that. In the sense that Maharaj is always alep. Whether you like it or not, Akal Purakh is not in the Srishti. He's in the Srishti, but he still remains separate from it. So when the Srishti is destroyed, when the world is destroyed, Akal Purakh remains. So the world that we see, he's beyond that. So it's nirlep. So Maharaj says, Tu Ad Purakh. You are the source of all of us, but no one is your source. You are the initial one. Aparampar. You are beyond everything. You are separate from this world. Kartaji. You are the one that does everything. So this is the one that we are worshipping. The whole point of So Purakh is a bit like Jagraj Sahib. It's reminding us, who are we worshipping here? What are we actually doing here? Jagraj Sahib is like Sodar, and then So Purakh is like Jagraj Sahib. So your Rehraas Sahib is like a mini Panjbaniya. Because in there you also do Chaupai Sahib and Anand Sahib as well. And then you could say some of the shabads that are going to come up now are a bit like Svaiye. They're going to break our hankar in the world and focus is on pyar. So here Maharaj says, you are infinite and tud jevad avar na koi. No one is as great as you. Vad means big. Jevad is as big. Tud jevad avar na koi. No one is as great as you, Maharaj. So we worship the greatest Lord of all. Here when someone says, oh well, my God is bigger than yours, say, hold on mate. Tud jevad avar na koi. We're worshipping the one who is the greatest of them all. Yeah? So obviously, in one way, you could say, to become one with the greatest of them all must be the greatest aim of them all. Logically, if you want to become one with the one who is the greatest one, then your aim is the greatest aim there could be. Because he's the greatest there is. So Maharaj says, Tu jug jug eko sada sada, tu eko ji, tu nechal karta soi. Say Maharaj, jug jug. Here jug jug means, it has two meanings. One is age after age. Satjug, Treta, Dwapar, Kaljug, and then again. Now there's many times these jugs have gone through. Again and again and again. Maharaj is telling us, Tu jug jug eko. In every age you are the same, you are the one. You do not change. You keep remaining the same. The world changes. Apne aap nu dekh lo. You look at this child now, and 2 years from now, different person. They keep growing. We keep getting older, we keep growing, we keep learning, and then we keep forgetting as well. People out there, they've forgotten more than I've ever learned. Huh? So we keep forgetting, we keep changing, but we are subject to time because we are in Kal, and you are Akal. You're not subject to time, you're not subject to change. Time is Kal as well. Maharaj says, Tu jug jug eko, sada sada tu eko ji. Not just in jugs, but sada sada, because the jugs will come to an end. When will they come to an end? When this world is destroyed. When time is ended, then there's no more jug, right? But Maharaj is the one, even in many jugs, many times. So when the world is destroyed, you will still be there. Then you create another world, and it will go through many jugs, and you will still remain the same. Sada sada tu eko ji. What we say in Sukhmani Sahib, कि महाराज कई बार पसरो पासार सदा सदा एक एकों का. You are always the one. You don't change. You stay the one who is the only one, the greatest of them all. And also jug jug can mean that in the ages, and in the other jug means that you are jud, to jug jug eko. That means in all the jugs, you can join to only you. There's no one really else to join to jug jug eko. Sada sada tu eko ji, to natural karta soi. Natural means that you don't go. You don't go anywhere. Like you stay. And here Maharaj is saying, do natural. Achal and natural is the same meaning. And it doesn't mean that you can't walk anywhere. It means you don't go anywhere. We come and go. Maharaj says, Jo aaya so chalasi. It's the same word there, chal. Jo aaya so chalasi. Sab koi aayi wari hai. Jo bhi aaye ne, wo chal gaye ne, sab di wari aa rahi hai. Whoever's come will go as well. But Waheguru, you will not come and will not go. You stay. You can't say you came because there was nowhere for you to come from. You were already here. And you won't go because you are always everywhere. There's nowhere for you to go. You are everywhere. So, do natural karta soi. You are the creator Waheguru. You are the one that we worship. Then Maharaj says, Tud ape pave soi varte ji, tu ape karhe so hoi. Maharaj, Tud ape pave soi varte ji. Whatever you wish, whatever you like, whatever you want yourself. No one can order you basically. Whatever you like, soi varte ji. That is what will happen. Varte means to come about. Also means like when we use something, kisi nu vartna. But varte means what will happen. So Maharaj, what you tud ape pave soi varte ji. You yourself like something, and then it happens because you liked it to happen. Mother, in our life, we've got many desires, isn't it? We've got many desires, and they don't even happen. They don't even. We know some people are convinced. Like on Saturday evening, there will be people sitting there with a lottery ticket in their hand, convinced today is going to be the day they're going to win. Aaj main zarur jitangi. है ना? बैठे ने पढ़ के. Maharaj says, you like yourself what you want, and that's what happens. What we like does not happen. Yeah? Because after that clock is gone and the numbers have come up, we go, oh well, it's not happened. Because what we wish is not going to happen. What Waheguru wishes is going to happen. Now here, what we got to do is submit to the fact that we're not in control. The problem is, we want to be in control all the time. This is not going to work for us because Waheguru is in control. And this here, Purakh is going to remind us of these things. But tu apne aap na soch, think about the one who's in control. So Maharaj says, what you wish, what you desire is what happens. Tu ape kare so hui. Whatever happens, you yourself did it. Now here, it's a bit strange because we can say somebody else did it. You know, someone came and robbed us. We say that robber robbed us, the baddie robbed us. But at the same time, Maharaj is telling us that he himself did it. So even when he says in Jagraj Sahib, Maharaj says that there's three people that you mostly accept in this world, right? Eka mai jugat vyai, tin chele parvan, ek sansari, ek pandari, ek laye divan. Maharaj says, jivite se pave, tive chalave, jiv hove furman. So he himself makes these Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh do whatever he wants them to do. But the funny thing is, they can't see him. Yeah? O vekhe, o na nadar na ave, bauta eho vidan. So, whatever we do is also because he told us to do it, even though we can't hear that exact language coming down, we are subject to his will, Maharaj is telling us. Jo kardaya, tu ape kare so hui. He does everything. Namo sarva karta, namo sarva harta. You do everything, you kill everybody as well. Huh? Akal Purana tusi vair karoge, you killed everybody. Everybody I ever loved you killed. Maharaj says, yeah, and I'll kill you too. Because he is the one that does everybody. We can't hate him because he gave us life as well. The thing that we hate is taking away from us what he's already given to us. But the fact is we don't appreciate, he gave it. All the good bits came from him as well. So it's understanding the system, how it works. So he is the one, and in fact this complaining thing, Maharaj gives a very interesting pankti in Bani about complaining. Because you know what, this is probably like England's national sport, isn't it? Complaining. Yeah? We're very good at complaining in this country. Now Maharaj says, in India they're very more accepting, you know, like if you drive on the road, it's a scary experience. But they seem to accept the fact that cars are going to come out of anywhere, and next minute there could be a cow on the road. They seem to just sort of roll with it. But we would complain and moan about that all day long. Even I was there complaining about how harsh it was to drive on the roads. Maharaj says here, Aap kare kis aakhiye, hor kare na koi. They say aap kare. Who should we complain to? Aap kare kis aakhiye, hor kare na koi. There's no one else doing it. They say aakharta ko jaiye, je pulada hoi. They go, you might go and complain to Vaheguru. Had he made a mistake? Had he made a mistake, you could go and complain to him. Maharaj says, Je hoye pula jai kahiye, aap karta kyo pulai. They go, if he makes a mistake, go and complain to him then. Go and complain. But then they say, there's no point, because aap karta kyo pulai. He himself is a creator. How would he make a mistake? Kyo ite nahi? Why? It's how. How could God make a mistake? He doesn't make a mistake. So here, it's about accepting that God does not make mistakes. Yeah, there's no point complaining. What he was doing was good. It's up for us to accept. Maharaj says, Tum karo pala, hum palo na jaan hai, tum sada sada dayala. You do good, we don't see it as good. But you are actually always compassionate. There's nothing really bad happening to us. It's all Vaheguru's hukum. Very, very hard, Satsangat ji. इस चीज ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਔਖਾ ਹੈ ਭਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਮੰਨਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਔਖਾ ਹੈ it doesn't happen easily why do we that's why we do nitnem to remind ourselves every day of this fact that bhai jo tusi kar rahe ho changa hi kar rahe ho whatever you're doing is good so Maharaj says next तुदे आपे सृज सब पाए जी तुदे आपे सृज सब गोई oh Vaheguru you yourself made the srishti Srishti, Srisht. It's Srisht कहना है, but उसे से हारी लगी हुई है. So the meaning is Srishti. तो the आपे Srisht तब पाए जी. You yourself create the entire universe. Yes, other people might have looked like they created the universe, but actually behind them it was you. It's recognizing who was the one that did all of it. So to the आपे Srisht तब पाए जी, and then to the आपे Srij सब गोई. Goi means to bring it to an end, i.e. destroy it. So Maharaj, you brought it, you made it, and then you're going to destroy it as well. Jan Nanak gun gaave karte ke ji jo sabse ka janoi. Maharaj says, I, Jan Nanak. Jan means servant. Servant Nanak sings the gun. Gun means the qualities. Gun gaave karte ke ji. He sings the songs of the Karta. Maharaj sings the praises of the one who is the creator. And they say, Jo sabse ka janoi. He knows everything about everybody. Now the sabse ka janoi has two sort of meanings. In fact, three. First one, he's a knower of all. Sab kuch jana. Jo sabse ka janoi. He knows everything. But the word Jan here, Janan, Janan also means the mother. So sabse ka janoi, if you take that word to mean mother, then he is the one who is the mother of everybody. Jinnu banaya. Yeah? So the Janani Jane. So Janani gives birth, the woman gives birth, Sabse ka Janoi. He's a creator of everybody. And then Sabse ka Janoi. Here, he's the one who is inside everybody. Sabse ka Janoi. He's the one who is inside all of us, Antarjami. Not just knows us, but is the Jan inside us, the Jan inside us, the Jot. Sab mein Jot, Jot hai soy. The one who's inside us, the Jan that gives us power, him. So Maharaj then finished off this shabad with that body. Oh, Gaj Gaj Fateh Aakho Ji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Please donate and help spread Guruji's message. Link is in the description below. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.